Welcome to an ATC recipe box tutorial. I'm Charee Filimoehala here at the Graphic 45 headquarters, and I'm excited for you to learn how to take our ATC Matchbook Box in one sheet of paper and some embellishments and create this super fun and chic ATC recipe box. This box is versatile and can also be used as storage for our fun little ATC Tag and Pocket Album. But how we are going to be showing you how to use it today is by grabbing some of those leftover 12 by 12 papers after you're done creating our little album, and then creating our own little recipe cards. So you can see we are going to just show you some fun and simple ways to make recipe cards using our papers and stickers. This would be a super fun gift to give away. You could include your favorite recipes in there and maybe ingredients for one of the recipes, or you could also use it as a fun little storage box or trinket box as well. So both of these projects this month have been created for us by Maria Cole, and they are for our Club G45 Volume 4 series. If you haven't yet subscribed to our club, it's easy to do so. Just go ahead and hop on over to our website, g45papers.com. There you can hit that subscribe button or pick up the kit. You can also find your local G45 retailer on our website under the store locator tab as well. So go ahead and do that, and let's get started on creating this fun little recipe box.
Let's start creating our recipe box. Be sure to grab your project sheet or reference this on our website at g45papers.com. For step one, we're going to be taking our abundant harvest and we're going to be cutting this down in a bit of a particular way so we can have the right imagery right where we want it to be in our window. So I've cut off my info strip, and now from the bottom I want my measurement to be 4.5 inches from the bottom. So it'll end up being a piece that's 12 inches by 4.5. And then I will put this paper to the side because I'll be using that in step 3. But now in step 2, I am from the left hand side going to be cutting off 3 5/8 of an inch. And then from the right hand side, I'm going to be trimming off 3 inches. So I know this isn't the right hand side per se, but because I flipped it over, it is our right hand edge. So it does all still fit together perfectly like so, left, right, and center. And now our middle paper should be 5 3/8. Let's make sure. So it's 5 3/8 by 4.5. So we have our middle perfect how we want it, where we have our grapes and our cauliflower and apple. Everything is in the right placement. And now with our leftover smaller pieces, we want these to be 2 3/8 of an inch by 4.5. So leaving the 4.5 inch side, leaving the 4.5 inch sides as is, making sure I'm not cutting the wrong sides. We can cut these down to be 2 3/8. Perfect. So now I have 2 pieces that are 2 3/8 by 4.5, and 1 piece that is 5 3/8 by 4.5. Step 3, we're going to take our leftover paper and we are going to trim this down to be 10.5 by 7.5. So let's trim this to be 10.5. And we're already at 7.5, so perfect. And then we're going to cut it in half vertically. So if we're at 10.5, I'm going to be cutting this at 5 1/4. I have 2 pieces that are 5 1/4 by 7.5, And I'm going to cut these in half horizontally. So I end up with two pieces that are 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So now I have 4 equal pieces that are 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Step 4, we're going to be taking the packaging off of our matchbook box. And then we'll open that up. And just to kind of make sure that everything's going to be moving how you want it to, it's nice to kind of open it up back and forth a few times. That way it's going to make it a little bit easier in the future once you've got it all decorated. So there we have it. And we're going to put our drawer to the side for now. And now we want to adhere our delicious fruit paper inside of our window. So because we cut this nicely, just exactly how we wanted it, our cantaloupe should be coming out from the bottom right, and we should have some nice plums in the top left. So I'm going to take a bit of liquid adhesive and add some of this on my edges on all 4. I want to make sure not to adhere anything in the center, since our center is what is going to be visible. And then when I add this into my box, I'm going to make sure I'm not touching any of the walls until I get it right where I want it. And then at that point I can bring it up and then flip it over and adhere this down. Step 5, we're going to be taking our 2 pieces that have been cut to 2 3/8 by 4 1/2, and we're going to adhere these onto our sliding drawer sides. So onto the left and right hand side of our sliding drawer. And then we'll flip it over and do the same on the other side. Now I'm going to slide my box drawer inside of my box, and then making sure everything is right side up. My butterfly is flying right side up. I'm going to add this cute little savor each day quote onto my box panel on the side. So I want to make sure that this is on the sleeve of my box, not on the drawer that goes in and out. That way, if it were on the drawer that goes in and out, I wouldn't get to see it while it's on display. And then just find a nice center spot for your quote. Step 6, you're going to locate the largest chipboard piece. This is a cute little frame, and we are going to put it onto the window of our box. But you can see there is some space on the top and bottom that it doesn't quite go over. So we're only going to be adding adhesive to the sides. So add our adhesive to the sides, and then find that sweet center spot and let that dry. While that's drying, we're going to take 12 inches of coordinating ribbon. Any ribbon that you've got in your stash is going to work great for this. And I'm just going to do the bunny ears method. So you can see there's already a center point where this has been marked where it's in the center, which kind of makes it even easier when you're doing your bunny ears, so you know where your center is. So I've created 2 loops, and now just crossing them over, tuck one into the hole and pull both ears. So I'm just going to fold my ends in half, and then where my folded area is, that's where I'm going to be going up, creating a triangle. That way I have a nice little V notch in at the end of my bow. So super cute little bow. And then that is going to go just right in this top left-hand corner. So in this top left-hand corner, I've put some adhesive down. I'm going to pull it down just a bit. And then I'm going to be adding some chipboard over the top. You know, it's a fun, creative way to use up our chipboard. And it even adds that extra layer of dimension. And then from there, our chipboard also has these super cute little circles. If I can get in frame. And then I'm going to put that just over where the tag hole is on that chipboard. And there you have it. Our super cute and easy little box that we've decorated. Alrighty, so our step number 7, we are going to be attaching some stickers that have corresponding shapes to our recipe cards. Something we want to keep in mind is that nothing goes over 1/4 of an inch off the top. That way our cards are all going to fit nicely in our little recipe box. So what I'm saying when I'm saying you're looking for coordinating shapes, so if there's 2 of that same shape, then that's something that we can use. So we've got these squares that we have 2 of, and I'm going to start with that, and I only want it to be about 1/4 of an inch again from the top, and I'm going to start mine tabs onto the right hand side of my recipe tag, and then just taking that other matching shape and flipping over my card. I'm going to find the matching side, so now I have this nice little tab where you can pull this out of your box for your recipe cards, and I will keep doing the same. So I've got these label shapes. Now I want this one to be slightly over from the right where I put my last label, so they are going to be staggering just a bit in my box. And of course you can make more of these with your leftover papers. Just follow the same measurements. And then looking good. So my next one, I'm going to be taking these little squares and matching those up. And just keep moving on to the left hand side and making sure not to go 1/4 of an inch over. And I do see that this one isn't quite the same size, so I'm just going to trim it to fit my green label, because it's not going to look any different on the reverse side of my purple, and on the green now it looks great. And then my last shape is this cute little label shape, and it'll just be about 1/8 of an inch from my left hand edge. And then I'll match it up with its corresponding sticker. So there we go. Our cute little label recipe cards are going to be ready to go into our recipe box. So cute and double-sided. This is going to make for a super cute and easy gift. We thank you for creating a recipe box with us today. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to follow along with the ATC Tag and Album book as well if you haven't already. And if you're looking for more tutorials like this one, we post Club G45 tutorials every month, as well as brand ambassador tutorials and other great videos. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then hit that notification bell so you know when there's a new video up that's ready for you. And then also be sure to share your projects with us on Instagram as well as our Facebook community page using that Graphic 45 hashtag. We thank you so much for joining us. We hope you're staying safe and staying positive. As always, happy paper crafting.